Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your future spouse. What are they going to be like and how are you going to meet? To do this reading we will be shuffling this deck and pulling out 3 cards, but of course if you prefer to pick your pals using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp for that down in the description box. All right, so let's check out our 3 cards for today's reading. For pile number 1, you've got the Observer. For pile number 2, you've got Red Garden. And for pile number 3, you've got the Perfect Key. If you prefer to pick your pals using your crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Bloodstone point. For pile number 2, you've got the Rhodonite. And for pile number 3, you've got the Peach Moonstone in the shape of a heart. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It will always guide you to the messages that you're meant to hear. And once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Also, please note that in a moment I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. If you prefer to pick your piles using your zodiac signs, then my dear soul family, as you know, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. In a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out... Whoa, we've got strong Aries here in pile 1. I would say if you have a strong Aries placement, I highly recommend you check out pile number 1. All right, so I guess the signs are ready to be placed with the cards. Let's pull out 3 signs for pile 1, the remaining 3 signs. So pile 1 has got Aries, the signs Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, as well as Leo. For pile number 2, the signs are Capricorn, Gemini, Sagittarius, as well as Pisces. And for pile number 3, the signs are Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, as well as Libra. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. Please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the three. You could also, by the way, check out your Venus sign specifically in today's reading. I think this would be the sign that would resonate with you the most, knowing that Venus has to do with love. So yeah, these are just recommendations. Please pick your piles the way you prefer to pick them. Your way, the way that resonates with you at the moment, is the right way. And once you're ready, you will find your timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Today, that's an extra card in this deck. Today, we're taking a look at how you're going to meet your spouse, your future spouse. What are they going to be like and how will your relationship form? So to do this reading, these are the decks that I'll be using. As always, if you're interested to know their names, I always list them down in the description box for you guys. All right, so very quickly, your crystal is the beautiful Bloodstone and the point, Bloodstone point. Your significator card is the Observer card. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Always follow your intuition, and if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. Okay, so I think now your cards are ready. Let's take a look. Whoa, right off the bat, looks like this person has a very strong character, very intelligent as well, with the King of Swords. Okay, so let's check out your oracle cards first. You've got Doctor. Surely intellectual, very intellectual, highly educated, something like that. You've got Go Boldly with Aries. Okay. How about we place the small card here? This way we've got space, right? You've got Luxury. And this is Venus and Taurus, right? So we've got Aries and Taurus are very two strong signs so far in this pile. Okay. So you also have the water dog, very cute. It says play with the waves. All right, many aspects to this person. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. Obviously, the first card that came out is the King of Swords. Let's split your deck. You've got the Four of Swords. The Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, you've got the King of Cups, as well as the Hanged Man. Okay, let's now take a closer look at your cards. So, what is your future spouse going to be like? Well, looking at your significator card, I would say the first thing I'm observing is that this person will have a strong eye on you. So it seems like they've got two sides to them. On the outside, most people regard them as quite serious, well-educated, highly intellectual, very smart person. Has a professional demeanor in general. But what a lot of, appears to be very professional in general. Like, that's their character. Very official kind of character. But really on the inside, they are very playful and very fun to be around. Another thing that many people don't know about this person is that when they like someone or something, they tend to obsess about them. And it may not be very evident, again, in their character. But when something does, absolutely attract their attention, they become very obsessed about it. And you know where I'm going here, right? It looks like this person will be very obsessed about you, either when they first see you or maybe looking at your pictures on social media. In any case, they will have a very close eye on you. And do you notice the dandelions going off here by the wind, being carried by the wind? The air is thoughts, right? And so you can see that this person is looking at you thinking, oh my God, this is definitely a wish fulfillment for me. This is a person that I am dreaming of. And you can even see it here. You've got Venus in Taurus. What is that? Indulgence, right? Sensually, what is it called? Like feeling excited sensually. It's like they will love engaging their senses, like looking at you, talking to you. They really are absolutely engaged when they are thinking about you or when they're looking at you, which is something that seems like they won't stop doing. I don't know where you will be meeting them. There seems to be a surprise here with the Four of Cups, but I have this idea that they're either gonna find you online with all of the camera here, like looking at their phone, looking at maybe pictures on your social media. But it could be that you will meet them, then you will swap, maybe follow each other, and then the obsession will begin. I'm not sure yet. But I do see that initially you are going to see that professional, straight face side of them before you find out just how playful and maybe super silly they can be sometimes. You'll also notice something with the Aries energy about them is that they are rather bold, very strong character, not afraid to say what's on their mind, and not afraid to take bold moves. One thing we can clearly see about this combination and the Ace of Wands is that once they see you, once this begins, they will be very excited about you, like about getting to know you, about who you are, about getting to know you. It would be really funny if you meet this person. I don't think this is even legal, like having connections with your doctor, so that's why I'm not really able to guess that. But it would be funny if they're a doctor or something, just like the card is saying. But in any case, I think you will be meeting them in some professional setting. You'll be first meeting them in some professional setting. Also, I feel like you are such a great revival for this person. Before we move on to that, it's like a professional setting. They may not be working directly with you, but maybe you'll be introduced to them first as, hey, this is Mr. John Smith or Mrs. Jessica Parker, and they are a doctor. So I don't think initially you will right off the bat get to know more about them. I think initially it will be more like either on the spur of the moment, hello, nice to meet you, or in some professional setting. Okay, so here I'm seeing something exciting. Before you meet this person, it seems like they have gone through a lot, specifically a type of loss that really broke their heart and made them mourn. And so with the Four of Swords, they're in a long break. They're just on their own because of this hurtful situation. We'll expand more on that to learn about what it could be. And so since that time, it looks like this person has been focused solely on their career in making money. You will be meeting this person. They will be doing very well in life. But you can see with the Hanged Man that they are actually savvy. They're making a lot of wealth, but it's on pause, kind of like making me think they are investing it, right? Like this is a time where they're making money and they are putting it on hold, like maybe in property, maybe in stocks, maybe investments, I'm not sure. But you can see here, it's like you won't be meeting them during a time where they are enjoying their wealth, but you will be meeting them during a time where they're doing well, but they are very focused on growth. Let me just confirm that. Yes, 10 of Cups, the Sun. Yes, I just wanted to to see if like this is if like they don't like to spend money, frugal. Was this frugal, or was this like investment like I first picked up? And I think I'm right. I think they're very savvy with the Magician. They are someone who looks very well into their financial matters, and with the Magician they know how to turn it into real wealth. You can see here that there's a lot of positivity, healthy energy around money, very loving energy around family, and so it's not frugality, it's just savviness. Okay, what's this card? Thanks, 10 of Swords. Is this describing that? Oh, or maybe it's just, oh. I feel like with the 10 of Swords, maybe they have gone through some painful financial situations in the past, and it seems to be a great motivation for them. Or maybe they're going through something painful and they are creating wealth to solve it. Maybe they have a cause that breaks their heart, that they're working so hard to use their money one day to help out in. That could be a direction. Maybe they're going through a lot of pain and they want to save up so that they don't have to go through this pain. This could be them having gone through financial difficulties in the past, which is very likely, and now they want to make sure that they don't ever go through that again. So yeah, they have a motivation, and they believe that through this wealth building, they will never have to go with the 10 of Swords. That's the end of it. They will never have to go through this pain again. Okay, so back to this point, I wanted to say that they've gone through something very painful way back in the past that pushed them to rely solely on themselves. They've been alone for a while, very focused on their career. You can see Doctor here, you can see the King of Pentacles, very focused, and you've got that professional face. So yeah, very focused on their professional life, almost to a point where it's becoming their identity, I would say. But there seems to be a revival of passion here with the Ace of Wands when you meet your spouse. Remember when we were talking about Venus in Taurus engaging in indulgence, right? Indulgence in the senses. So it's like they were monotonous for many, many, many years, focused on just one thing. And it seems like you're such a revival to their soul. There seems to be a shift, a complete shift in their energy when they meet you, when they see you. Something in their soul awakens with the Ace of Wands. They start doing things, surprising things with the Four of Cups that they didn't expect themselves to do. It's overall a surprising energy in their aura, in their life. And they find themselves to be more obsessed, sometimes thinking a little too much about you, finding themselves wanting to do things that are surprising, out of the box, out of the norm. And that's because they're really enjoying it. They're getting more in touch with their playful side. I believe you're going to find in this person a good-hearted soul on the inside, and faithful with a dog appearing in your reading for sure. Faithful but playful, and very much enjoying who you are and enjoying your existence in their life. There are two questions here. I want to ask, in which setting exactly are you going to meet? Because I'm picking up some form of professional setting. We'll expand more on that. But I also want to expand on that sadness that's made them who they are today. I'm very curious about that. So what is the Four of Swords signifying here, please? Nine of Wands. This sadness pushed them to have extreme boundaries. Perhaps it is the reason for their bold face, their bold professional, what is it called? Poker face. They are like super guarding their safety or something. They're at its core, this person is protecting their safety or their sense of security. It's crazy, but I feel like maybe, you know how like a person could have someone dear to them, like one of their parents, die at an early age, for example. And so they could be more vulnerable than most people, and they could feel things like the hits and feel unsafe faster than many people. And you would be surprised to find that they are the ones with the biggest poker face. It's their way of survival. It's the persona that their shadow has created to give them the security that they need. Could this person be like that? I think yes, my dear pile number one, if you want me to be honest with you. Two of Wands, because they've gone through a long battle trying to find their own balance. And so them feeling home, feeling secure, feeling safe is actually a very important value that this person has. And it is through that guardedness that gives them this internal balance that they need. But at heart, I mean, if that unfortunate situation hadn't happened, you would find them to be a playful, lovely person. But this is why only few people experience that playfulness. It's because there is a strong demeanor, there's a strong outer facade that this person uses to stay stable, to be okay with the Two of Wands. I'm really wondering, something around the home, something happened, because this person looks like they're mourning. This is where I'm getting the idea that maybe one of the parents could have died at an early age or something, or at least something unsafe around the home happened at an early age, causing this person to be super guarded, to stay balanced, and to feel safe. Six of Pentacles. But something so nice, despite the shock that happened here at an early age, as we said, surrounding home, security. On the other side, there are two sides to this. On the other side, life was also very kind and generous to this person. So it's kind of like an example. If this person is crying over a parent that died, you'll find that the other parent was so loving, so giving, and so nurturing. And so more or less this person is quite balanced, but maybe with a little wound. We did see some swords and the money aspects, and we're seeing the Six of Pentacles. So maybe another energy that we could be seeing around your future spouse is some hit financially that happened during a time in their life that made them feel so unsafe. It could have been even to the point of like them hearing about their parents talking about losing home or something. And so although they could have been hit financially in that area, on the other hand, life was very generous in that it could be like they had a lot of help and assistance. That's the Six of Pentacles. And the things that they needed were met, and maybe even more. That's the card of generosity. And so it could have been translated as a trauma. Their needs were met financially, but maybe they were in constant fear or something. But yeah, you can see there is a balance. Maybe harsh from one side, but they were given generously on another side. And so they've got hurt, but they're not like deprived of one energy or the other. They just got hit in the area of security, is what I'm seeing in your reading, my dear pile number one. Okay, so now let's take a closer look at how you're meeting, how things are developing now that we know a lot about their character. The question that I wanted to ask here was, how are you meeting? What is this professional setting we are looking at? So you've got the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. This is starting to make sense. You've got the Chariot. Ooh, as well as the Four of Wands. Okay, so they're looking at what I'm going to call a screen, although it's a camera. If we translate it to our day and age, I would say screen. This could be representing emails. So initially, this could be indeed a professional setting where you're sending each other back and forth. When I did say force, maybe like there's tough conversation in the beginning, and this person is handling you calmly. So maybe you are upset about something, or maybe you are seeking their office's help, like, hey, my company, we are looking for a company like yours to do this and this for us, and so on. Like maybe your department is looking for don't know, engineers, doctors, or something. And in any case, all I'm trying to say is that the company you work with is communicating with the company that they work with. And you are communicating with each other. That's what I'm kind of picking up here. It starts off as a professional setting. And it starts off slow with the Knight of Pentacles even. One energy is fast, one energy is slow. And then both horses are fast. Let me think. I think this is them because they tend to have that energy, taking things slow, professional, you know. They're giving off that energy. Perhaps you want your services done quickly. It simply means that you're initiating this communication. And so all I can say is that things will be moving slow in the beginning, and then it looks like things start progressing rather quickly moving forward. So in the beginning, it's all official, it's all email. The things that you're doing together are progressing at a stable, consistent rate. And then it seems like there's outside of this environment. It looks like you go out together, you go out dine or coffee together. There's like going out of this work environment, and things start progressing rather quickly between the two of you. If I connect the dots, I would say that this person between these two phases somehow obsesses about you. They're watching you. Obviously, they've got access to you somehow. Yeah. And things will start to move quickly between the two of you. I think this person will express their admiration, their how they feel about you, and they will express just how awesome you are. You will find a much sweeter, softer side to this person. Bold for sure, but very playful, very sweet, and a super romantic side that you would not have expected at all from this person. So you get to see the other side of this person, that yes, they look like that, but really at heart they're very playful and sweet, and they're very much in touch with their emotions and heart. And yeah, I think a very different character on an intimate level. It's like very different level when inside of that gate, into that safe place. So yeah, that's how I see this is beginning for the two of you. Let's now take a look at how your connection will progress. How about we get these back in the deck? Let me shuffle and come back. Okay, so let's see how things are going to progress between the two of you. Right, so you've got the Three of Swords. Can you see your cards? There we go. You've got the Three of Swords. You've got the Moon card. You've got the Five of Swords. The Two of Cups. I'm glad we asked. You've got the Devil card as well as the Ace of Pentacles. I've got news that you may not like, but it results in news that you will very much like. But what are these two cards? The Star card and the Nine of Swords. It's exactly what I'm noticing. So how are things progressing? And it even makes me explain the other meaning with the Four of Swords in conjunction to the Ace of Wands. I think you could be picking it up as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks like early on, maybe this person might do something that you may not like. It could be like saying something harsh without thinking. It could be, it's something from their shadow here that they will do that I don't think you're going to like. And so there seems to be in the beginning a pause after things start developing a little bit. It's kind of like the universe's way or your own both of you's natural way of setting a strong boundary for something that's just not right. So someone here will go, no, that's not right. That's harsh, or that's not okay. And I think the Three of Swords could be seen sometimes as the card of breaking up, like a breakup to a progress that could have been happening for some time, where both of you don't know if things will progress or not. But nor you nor them will move on from this, or at the very least them. And because it's conjunction to their card, at least I know from their side they're not going to move on. You can see a piece of hair in the jewelry, a relic of someone, right? So, and there's a lot of crying and mourning, which gives us another meaning here to what we've already seen. This person not moving on and really waiting for you and wondering what happened. Someone here with the Five of Swords goes, that's it, I'm moving on. The other person is absolutely hit. And so they go through a long mourning process, and they feel revived again when they're surprised that things can progress between the two of you, which we see it here. And so I do see that this person will be going through a lot of stress. We did see that you're a wish to them. Remember when we saw it here? You're a great wish to them. And that's why they're really crying a lot. They're very sad, they're stressed. And it's like experiencing a high when they're with you and a low, a down low when they're not with you. It's fluctuates severely. When it's high, it's high. When it's low, it's low. This person is really feeling it. And they will feel like it's a huge hit. And you can see there's a river here in the Moon card. They will really be in touch with their emotions. It will be very painful emotionally during that pause with the Four of Swords, that break. Yeah, break is a breakup. There's like, I think you will not like something about their shadow. And I do see healing going on. I do see, surprisingly to this person, because it seems like maybe you didn't want to talk to them. They are bold after all, so perhaps they will continue to try to maybe get in touch with you again, or try to for you to hear them out or something. And I do see with the apple here that both of you will identify this shadow. And you will decide to stick together, because the Devil card is associated also with attachment. So I think this is healing by identifying where the shadow is, agreeing to work together to nicely, like to do things fair, harmonious with the Two of Cups between the two of you, clearly identifying what the temptation is, what the the cause of this shadow is clearly, and focusing on growth, focusing on your love. And thus, this starts a new healthy beginning between the two of you after a pause of reflection. An opportunity for each to look at their shadow. What went wrong? And harmony means that there is collaboration, that there is cooperation. There is, yes, I was wrong about this part. I'm gonna reflect and I'm gonna make sure I deal with that shadow so that I don't harm our harmony, and so on. So there's great reflection, great collaboration now, very like a stronger, even stronger bond this time when you do come back or speak together. That's going to be very surprising for this person. Maybe this is like them wondering if you would pick up the call, and you do at one time, or they try one of their trials, you pick it up, which makes this person value this connection even more. And this time you are deciding to stick together. Yeah, stick together. So there's a new beginning there between the two of you. One that is powerful, strong, and one that is about healing, about genuinely collaborating well, self-reflection, and working in harmony together. The Two of Cups, at the end of the day, is a card not just of love. It is the Lover's card of tarot, the real Lover's card of tarot, the Two of Cups. But it's also a card of harmony. And it's harmony because when people decide, when two different energies decide to work harmoniously together, when two energies decide to collaborate in the right way, they work harmoniously together. This means that on one side is not doing something to debilitate the energy of the other, and the other is not doing anything to debilitate the energy of the other side, and thus harmony is created. And that's where I see that there's going to be a beautiful flowing connection between the two of you on the other side. And it seems like this will be vital to pinpoint clearly, set strong boundaries on a shadow that needs to be addressed at the very beginning of this connection. So there will be a pause, like a beautiful connection that will seem stable in the beginning, that will seem very lucky, that will seem very nice, and bam, it suddenly stops and brings a lot of pain, at least to this person. But yeah, at the other side of that is a lot of healing and a beautiful connection between the two of you. This person knows from the beginning that you are their dream person, and they will be cognizant of their shadow, and it's going to be great also for them to notice and see their shadow and to work on it and healing. And thus I do see this time a strong beginning between the two of you, where the connection now moves in the healthy direction. I also see luxury here, which foresees for you that you two will be living a comfortable, luxurious life together. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading regarding your future spouse, how you're going to meet, how is the relationship going to progress. I truly wish you enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your future spouse. How are they going to be like? How are you guys going to meet? And how will your connection progress? So these are the decks that I'll be using for your reading today. If you're interested to know the names of any of them, do note that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Rhodonite. Your significator card is the Red Garden. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. And if after the reading you felt called to watching the pile with your zodiac sign, you can always do that. Okay, I feel like this one's standing out. Let's take it. We've shuffled your tarot deck. And let's check out your oracle cards. So, you've got enemy. There. Okay. You've got, what can we place here? Yeah, we can place any of these cards down there. You've got cultivation. You've got the fire rat, light and shadow. All right. You've got, can we place this one here? Yeah, we can, but we don't want to block the images, so we're not going to do that. You've got intensity with moon in Scorpio. Ooh, that's intense for sure. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the Three of Wands. You've got the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Wands, 2 pages, okay. You've got the Five of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands, as well as the Queen of Cups. I think we should push your cards a little so you're able to see the very last card. There we go, the Queen of Cups. Right. So what do we see here? Light and shadow. There seems to be an intersection where an old page is closing and a new one is opening. And you can see it with the light and shadow. It's almost like an eclipse. And it might be weird. Actually, you might be meeting your future spouse during a time of eclipse, moon eclipse or a solar eclipse. I see the yin and the yang. Do you see? Like within some harsh time, there will come great time, or a new kind beginning will happen for you. And so that old chapter that is closing could be for some of you leaving an old relationship behind, as this one, I don't want to say begins as a relationship, but begins as you meeting this person, for instance. And so this is what I mean by a new page starting and another one ending. Something heavy is ending with the Ten of Wands. Something else begins with the Ace of Pentacles. And I do see you with the Page of Wands cleansing something. You meet your future spouse during a time. It's an intense time for sure, where you're clearing the old energy out you're alive again, you're positive, and you're ready for something much better. But this time, when you meet your future spouse, it's fated, because you got Urganda and the Three of Wands, like fate begins when you meet your future spouse. Because Urganda in Portuguese lore brings fate, or how can I say this, is associated with fate. So something ends that is difficult, that is painful, that was very heavy. Is this the Ten of Swords? It's very painful, not very painful with the Ten of Swords. You've ended something, you've succeeded in ending something painful in your life. That could be anything really. Going through difficult times in life in general, with people, with work. It could be a past relationship. You're meeting this person at that time where you've just closed down a page on something painful and you've decided to walk away from it. In any case, with the Ten of Swords, it looks like you identify that energy, or at least what feels like it is an enemy, something that keeps hurting you. While look at you here. You have rose-colored glasses on. I think the reason this enemy was able to pull it off in the way, in this painful way that they did, was because you maybe could have been or decided to look at things very positive instead of seeing things for what they are. There was something that you've loved so much, and because of that you've left space for this energy to come in. You've opened your eyes here with the third eye in the Ten of Swords and decided, see here you're looking in rose-colored glasses, here your third eye opens, you realize, I am the one bringing this pain to myself. You start bringing fortune to your life with the Ace of Pentacles by walking away, leaving behind, dropping with the Five of Cups this old energy and deciding to find your power back with the Page of Wands, cleanse that energy and start anew with the new moon. This is when you meet this person who also seems to be going through a new beginning themselves with the Page of Pentacles. Neither of you see this intense connection beginning. New moon for you, new moon for them. It's the moon in Scorpio showing that this is going to be a pretty emotionally intense connection. I foresee that both of you will fall deeply in love with each other. It's going to be a very emotional connection. You don't see this coming with the bat, but both of you, again, with the bat being blind and navigates through ultrasonic waves, it gives me this impression, especially with the wisdom here, that this connection is beyond facade. And you can even see it here with Scorpio. Scorpio is deep, and so you're really drawn to deep things about each other. It's not just the regular things that people fall in love with, but there's more to both of you. Like you will have deep conversations. You will get to know each other on a deeper level. This is going deep. Like you will find this person talks to you about things that Scorpio may be uncomfortable to discuss in the beginning, but they're digging deep. And both of you also start sharing deeper thoughts, deeper emotions, very, very intense. It's going to be very intense from the very beginning. And you can see with the Three of Wands as well, things are going to hit off from the beginning between the two of you. It will start out intense and it will continue to be intense. You can see with the Queen of Cups, you're going to be experiencing now a new page in your life that feels good with the Queen of Cups. By the way, Queen of Cups is balanced love. So although there is intensity, it is at the end of the day not coming... Well, wait, we do have a lot of plumes here. Let me think about that. And you do have light and shadow. So I would say, actually, we did talk about the light and the shadow. And so you can see that the Queen of Cups here, it's clearing. The plumes are clearing. So maybe both of you have gone through difficulties and both of you are starting anew. Sorry, I just paused because these look like 3 asparaguses, don't they? Anyway, so it looks like both of you are starting anew and healing together, finding corresponding energy. Page of Pentacles, the pages, like I feel like both of you will feel like you're on the same level. Could be level of thoughts, level of energy. Yeah, on the same level. You're very happy with that. You get each other. And there's healing. Queen of Cups is healing. There is the navigation here of not knowing what's to come next, but, you know, following the vibration, following your intuition, following what you feel. No plans. It's just feels good. Yeah, it feels good. You're enjoying your connection, and that's what matters. You're cultivating some deeper bond first, and that's what really matters. This is Taurus energy. That's a card of Taurus. So you're building a foundation, earth. You're grounding this connection first. Getting to know who you are, getting to know your values, building a strong friendship first. It almost feels to me, with all of this blindness, that it's not really about facade, as I mentioned, or where are we, or what's going on in the connection. It's just 2 people. That's how it starts out. 2 people who enjoy spending time with each other immensely. Both people are starting a new page of some sort, moving from heavier, painful energies, and are healing together, and they're getting to know each other every day. And that's the whole thing here between the 2 of you, getting to know each other deeper. And as you dig, whether you realize it or not, you're planting seeds for something much bigger. You know, the asparagus, they take 3 to 4 years to mature, to be able to grow the annual harvest. But they take minutes to cook in the kitchen, which makes me feel that there's something about your energies together moving very slow in the beginning, and not in a slow, like annoying way where I think, to be honest, I'm starting to feel that it doesn't begin as anything romantic first, where it takes time for your connection to sort of mature, and then things start moving very quickly because the foundation has been built, the roots have been built, it's mature and it's giving. So honestly, that's what I'm seeing here. But it's going to be something very emotionally balanced with the Queen of Cups, where a bond is formed between 2 people for all the right reasons, for built with deep emotions for each other, real emotions, real love, before it starts then moving very quickly for the 2 of you. So do expect some time of you not necessarily thinking about this romantically, but more about genuinely enjoying a beautiful connection cultivating. Let's take a look at your significator card, this one, and see, this is your significator card. Let's see what it talks about. It will give us some clues about your future spouse. So it says red garden, gratitude, pleasure, happiness. So on this card, we see a woman strolling through a garden full of flowers. The sky glows with pink petals and the ground has turned a luminescent blue. It is a beautiful card. The woman finds great peace in being one with nature. The flowers have become part of her body, and a parrot feels at home on her shoulder. Like, yeah, a parrot could signify great friendship because there's talking, right? Throat chakra. During her walk down the path of life, she keeps happiness and gratitude in her heart. She notices the simple pleasure of life and is thankful for all nature has given her. So I would say you can see that your connection will continue to progress into a beautiful garden. It will blossom and it will become so beautiful. This one is very opposite to the opposite energy, where you were looking through rose-colored glasses. Now this connection starts growing into this pink shade that you don't notice until all of a sudden you go, hey, this is all in pink. This is so beautiful. Maybe this is when something starts between the two of you. Perhaps you notice deep love intensifying. You notice a lot of healing. You notice a lot of, deep love with the Queen of Cups, the red garden. It starts all of a sudden becoming something so beautiful between the two of you. Let's explore the rest of your reading. Very, very interesting. Okay. Let's pull out your cards. It is going to be a healing connection with the light and the shadow. It's almost like both of you, through the throat chakra and through the deep emotional, intense communication, both of you healed. You see the plumes are leaving and you find balance and healing. So you've got the Moon card. The Nine of Swords. The Ace of Cups. And you've got the Temperance card. There is something about your story when it comes to alchemy of the soul. And I say that because the Temperance card, as you know, is related to alchemy. How the soul shifts and transcends, how it changes and grows, just like turning regular metal into gold. So you can see with the Ace of Cups in conjunction to the Nine of Swords and the Moon, intense healing going on here. How both of you grow during that time of your communication and your friendship together. Building the roots of a tree signifying family without even you knowing. The Ace of Cups here looks both like a heart, but it also looks like tears. You can see some tears here in the Nine of Swords. So all I can say is that it looks like healing. Healing period during that time. A time where both are finding your balance and growing as souls. healing the pains of the subconscious mind. That's the Moon card, right? Healing the mind. So Nine of Swords has to do with anxiety, sadness, stress. All of that is being released. And I see that both of you are finding your ground. Queen of Cups is related to healing. So as you can see with me, this whole row is talking about a process that you are both going to go through. Not related to what you do to each other, but relating to how you together go through a great healing process. Very interesting. That's why, again, you've got the yin and the yang, the light and shadow. That healing obviously is going to be doing you a lot of good. That's just a guess, but I mean, it's a logical guess. Healing like that and finding your balance like that only makes a connection beautiful later on and healthy. Okay, so you can see a good time here. That roots, it seems to be the time where both of you are talking and releasing sadness and growing this garden and finding your balance and transcending. And I see you being there for each other, because that's a Korean spirit. Hold on, I cannot remember his name. Bulgasari, who protects sleeping, has the ability to protect sleeping people. So yeah, I feel like you are genuinely going to be there for each other. It's very clear, very healing connection. You're growing an intense connection together, where all of a sudden you wake up to it and you go, whoa, this connection is very beautiful. Love starts to grow intensely between the two of you. Right, now I'm so curious. What's going to happen after that stage? Let's find out together. How about we place a card in between each two cards? So you've got the Fool card. Interesting how this Fool card depicts two people, right? So you've got the Fool card. You've got the Six of Pentacles. The World card. The Nine of Cups, as well as the Four of Swords. So we can clearly see with the Fool card here that there is definitely a new beginning. And the Six of Pentacles is balance, right? Which means that there's a new beginning for both sides. Now both sides start or sense a new beginning at the same time, marking a new chapter to this connection. You can see here with the Ouroboros that things are now coming into full circle. It's almost like you had to go through a specific stage before you are able to pass to the other. This stage will end as both of you find your balance. You find your balance, they find their balance. That's why you've got Temperance here. Both of you are working and finding your balance. Before that, as you can see, there are a lot of plumes, and the connection wouldn't have been that beautiful. Healing together is one thing, but being in a connection with each other with these plumes is a totally different thing. It's almost like you two become two new people, and that's alchemy here. Two new people from the ones you initially started as. Can you believe this? Like, you will meet each other, get to know each other a certain way, grow, and right before your chapter ends, both of you are new people. Yes, the essence is there, but you've grown so much that you've become two new people. Both of you, with the Six of Pentacles, would have found their balance and would be able to be generous in the areas where your shadows used to lie. And so before these plumes, now these plumes are ending here, but before with these plumes, you couldn't give this person in some specific area that you can't see. They couldn't give you in some specific area that they couldn't see. And as this healing happens, and that's why it's important, it's important that this connection wouldn't have started before. Right before this chapter ends, both of you become new people. You've changed so much. You've found your balance. And you're also equally noticing each other in these different ways. You're able to be generous with each other, as mentioned, in the very areas where there were plumes, shadow. Now the shadow is clearing, and you're becoming totally new people. And that's when it comes into full circle. And because of that, your connection with the Nine of Cups starts becoming a wish fulfillment, a connection to dream of. And that's why you were drawn to the red garden. You start, as you see, cultivating something so beautiful, because what I didn't notice is that you too yourselves are blossoming. And so all of a sudden you realize that there is a beautiful garden between the two of you. You're a beautiful flower, they're a beautiful flower. It's all genuinely pink. Even if you're not seeing it, now you start to see it. And it becomes a wish fulfillment between the two of you. It becomes a genuinely beautiful, fulfilling connection. A dream come true. Now the Four of Swords here was meant to come out because I said I was going to put one card in between each card. So I want some clarification. Four of Swords is rest, finally resting, finally finding peace of mind. But let's get clarification. King of Pentacles, as well as the Eight of Swords. This is Baba Yaga and the Eight of Swords. There's something about calling here. There's something about calling, because here in the Four of Swords, this is the Wendigo who imitates the human voices to draw them in. Here, Baba Yaga also tricks the children to draw them into the forest. So there's something about drawing in, calling. To me, I'm seeing that you will be very drawn to each other. It's going to be like you're going to stay together, you know? The Eight of Swords is like stuck. To me, when it comes to connections, it's like being tied together. And that's due to the calling here, the calling, being very drawn to each other. But feeling, you see the King of Pentacles, but feeling very fortunate. It's not coming from a bad place. The King of Pentacles is feeling very fortunate, like the most fortunate. So it's like wish fulfillment, feeling very blessed and being very cold, drawing each other in and feeling very fortunate about it. So yeah, it looks like this is talking about how you're finding peace, tranquility, and being very drawn to each other. Okay, so my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at your future spouse. How are they going to be like? How are you going to meet? And how will your connection progress? Can't wait to get into your reading. These are the decks that I'll be using. If you're interested to know the names of any of them, please note that I always list them down in the description box for you guys. And very quickly before we begin, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful peach moonstone in the shape of a heart. Your significator card is the perfect key. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, and Libra. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Follow your intuition. And if you're called to watching the pile with your sign after the reading, you can always do that. If you wish to, of course. All right. So let's take a look at your oracle cards first. Let's take this one. So that's Sun in Virgo. Oops. There we go. With order. Right. Wow, you've got the metal rabbit with a state of graceful moment. That's really nice. Okay. There's something about you or them not easily opening up your heart. Maybe not a lot of people are able to move you, are able to attract your love. Okay, so you've got journey. And you've got give to receive. Very interesting. All right, let's take a look now at your tarot cards for a full message of what we're seeing. You've got the Justice card. It's kind of like give to receive kind of energy, isn't it? Okay. The Nine of Swords. The Hanged Man, or the Hanging Woman in this deck. The Emperor. The Three of Pentacles. The World card. As well as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there's something interesting about your energy, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Mother Bear, the matriarch bear, Mother Bear. And she's known to be an animal that loves to take care of itself, nurture itself, knows how to take care of itself, enjoys its time. So there is something about your energy here of you not really engaging much in connections to begin with. You are someone, it seems, who loves to take care of yourself, happy on your own. You're, you know that you're alone but not lonely kind of energy. You're good. You create your whole world. You create for yourself. That's the energy of the Queen of Pentacles as well. It's like you give the world to yourself. You're able to achieve so many things. You take good care of yourself. The Emperor builds an empire. So it seems to me that you know how to build empires. You know how to plant and create things in your life. You give off that energy of a manifester, someone who just knows how to do things for themselves. You know, the Sun in Virgo, that's like someone, you're organized, hardworking, which you can see with the Three of Pentacles here as well. You're constantly involved in new projects, and that could be any type of project that interests you. It could be an organizing project. It could be a new project that is creative for you. It could be you wanting to go somewhere. You seem like a very busy person who's enjoying every second of it. I don't know what the Nine of Swords represents in your case yet. But all in all, a state of graceful moment. You're enjoying the journey in life. You are not someone who is that much concerned with relationships. It would be nice if the right person has the right key to open it. Yeah, sure. But, you know, you're all about give and take. You know, you're looking for a connection that where there's give and take, that's fair. Fairness seems to be something that's very important to you. And you want somebody who understands how to cultivate that and how to end the consequence of building something the wrong way and the consequence of building something the right way. And you're so conscientious of that you're not really interested to do anything unless it is done in this right, balanced, just way. And so you're looking for someone who has that energy, is able to give and receive. I don't know what's up with the Nine of Swords in your energy, because you seem to be someone who's very happy. So let's explore that first. And where is your partner in all of that? I mean, it already gives us the idea that you don't really, it doesn't mean that you won't have a future spouse. That's not what I mean. We'll find them in a moment. But all I'm trying to say is that your cards are showing how busy you are, how happy you are in life, how super busy you are. You're on your own journey that we're barely, still to find where your future spouse is in that reading. It's like we're mimicking your energy. You're not seeing this person, and we cannot yet see them in your cards either. So what's up with the Nine of Swords here? Are you going through something? And why is this relevant in this question? Three of Cups. Three of Swords. Five of Swords. Was I right when I said lonely? Alone is not lonely here? I'm not sure. Because it's like you're happy, you're okay, of course. But I think here you spend time on your own mostly. It seems that it's not 100% coming from a place of I just love my own company. You can, maybe you really do love your own company, but there's also something else. See, Three of Cups is community. Three of Swords is a lot of pain. Five of Swords is energy of bullying. Especially in this one, there seems to be a competition who's gonna get up to the hill first. But actually, this card is interesting because it talks about how letting the wolf get on top of that hill, because This figure's got much bigger goals. So you could be more mature than your community that is around you at the moment. This community has broken your heart. You're more, it's like you've taken the higher ground. You are more mature than that. And so this is something that does stress you out, being with the wrong crowd, because there's trauma here. There is definitely pain and trauma here. And so you choose to stay on your own. But nonetheless, you're having a wonderful, fantabulous time on your own. But there is a shadow here with the Nine of Swords. And that is pain that needs to heal. So far, I'm yet to find out your spouse. Where is your spouse? My God. Where's your spouse? Let me reflect on your cards. I think this reading is talking about how you're not seeing, because we asked about your spouse. So we already put that intention in the reading. And you seem so closed off, so locked off, that the reading is mimicking the energy of you, and thus me reading your energy, not seeing your spouse. The eyes are closed. So I would say your spouse is there, but there's something about you being closed off socially. And so you're not seeing them. Maybe they haven't seen you either. I think that is definitely what's going on here. And you must know, my dear pile number 3, that you reap what you sow with the Justice card. The energy of your future spouse is there, but has not appeared in your reading because of that shadow. And that's why I asked, why is this relevant? It's relevant because you're not connecting with others. So where is your spouse at the moment? At least let's see, did your future spouse see you? Do they know about your existence yet? Queen of Swords. Strength. Wow, you're seen as super strong. My God. Perhaps you're so intimidating. That's like a strong animal in the sea, if not the strongest. One of the strongest animals in the air, if not the strongest. So, super intimidating. I think your future spouse has seen you, sees you as a very strong character, has that opinion about you of being threatening, a bit threatening somehow. I want to say a bit scary. Empress. But interestingly enough, they also recognize other wonderful things about you. So you come across as intimidating, strong, highly intelligent, but also with the water and the strength, you've got emotional strength. You're not easily threatened. You're not easily, I don't want to say threatened is not the right word. You're not easily triggered. You're not easily emotionally impacted. Very strong, stable person. Beyond that, they see Empress represents two things. Empress represents several things, actually. Empress represents beauty, attractiveness. Empress represents abundance and nurture, which gives me the idea that, yes, your spouse does see you, for sure. But major arcana here does see you as a person who, how can I say this? A person who is not just intimidating, but someone who they're very impressed about, maybe out of their league. highly attractive, you know, living an abundant life, taking good care of themselves, which comes constantly in your reading. You must be someone who takes very good care of yourself. Personal care, you carry yourself beautifully, you look attractive, and take good care of yourself. But also I want to say that they notice your nurturing side. That's what I wanted to say. Very intimidating, but they do see a very beautiful soul and heart inside all of that scariness. And another queen? My God. Your future spouse definitely thinks super highly of you. Queen of Wands. And I'm not surprised they see you like that, because look at that energy here. We all see you like that. How come they wouldn't? So the Queen of Wands is the most attractive character in tarot. So they see you as someone who's very confident, very charismatic, outgoing, glowing, outgoing. Well, you give off that energy of being someone who would do great socially. Maybe you're hurt and you're isolated now, but you generally have that air of being confident around others. Being hurt from friends or society or your friend group is one thing, and glowing and being confident is a totally different thing. So yeah, sees you as someone who's very confident, very intimidating, no question about that. Highly charismatic, very attractive, Queen of Wands, very attractive. So yeah, yes, they're there, they see you, and they definitely see you. But I almost get this impression that you are too intimidating for them to even show up. And this seems to me like looking from afar, not daring to come close. And you're so busy in your life. You've got your life in order. You know what you're going to do every day. You're so excited about the many things in your life. You're doing one thing after the other. And you are busy. And it seems like they're too scared to come near. Okay, now we understand what's going on. They are so not present in your energy that they did not appear in your cards until we've asked. And your significator card explains exactly why. There's only one type of person that you're convinced deserves the key to your heart. You're guarding it. You're not interested. And yeah, when that person shows up and you recognize them, maybe, just maybe, you'll be interested. So that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Good for you for taking care of yourself in this beautiful way. I don't know if, or maybe it's absolutely, guarding your heart for the right person is the right thing to do. No, I'm not seeing anything really shadow except for closing up on yourself like that. Do you want some guidance before we move on what's about to happen? What's going to happen? And I did say what's about to happen, so maybe that's channeled. Maybe you can expect something actually that could happen soon. All right, so let's get your guidance on your 9 of Swords. Guidance, 6 of Cups. Seat of Wands. This is very, this can't be a coincidence. You know, the 6 of Cups is childlike energy. Seat of Wands is also childlike energy. And so you're being guided to move your focus from the old pains, the anxiousness, and get into your playful energy. Page of Wands is excitement. 6 of Cups is also playful excitement. So there's something about, you're glowing. You see, you're the Queen of Wands. You already know how to be out and about. You're a confident person. And so it's only about letting the past be in the past, Maybe you've been around the wrong crowd, I would say. It's nothing necessarily wrong with everyone in the world or with you either. It's just hanging around the wrong crowd. And I'm seeing the guidance of releasing that pain, releasing that stress, and get back to your old self, that playful energy. The more you move away from fear and focus in the present moment, just like children, focusing on the now, the more you will be able to let go and release that energy and be able to get back to your old self of mingling. Okay, so yeah, take your time, of course, but that's your guidance with regards to your Nine of Swords. You don't come across as having like a deep-rooted shadow that you can't heal. It's just pain that you could heal by time from the wrong crowd. Okay, so let's now explore what's going to happen next, because my curiosity levels are to the roof. I'm wondering how you're going to meet that invisible spouse. What's going to happen? Okay. You've got... Stop it. I mean, what? The unseen. We'll call that your spouse who's there, but you can't see them yet. So that card is representing your spouse. Isn't this crazy? It's almost like the cards are joking with us. Okay, so you've got the unseen. You've got the moon card. Continues to be unseen. Come on, pile number 3. I'm just kidding. Take your time. So you've got the Nine of Swords, the moon. You've got the Hermit. Seriously? Okay, fine. Do what's right for you. I mean, if you want to hang in there, enjoy your life, do that. I'm rooting for you. I'm all for it. Do what's right for you. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, yes, and the saga continues of you enjoying that awesome life that you created for yourself. So that's what's happening next. But like, is there anything that's going to happen eventually? Okay. Like, you see this Ten of Pentacles is exactly that energy. Someone who has created their own comfortable life. This person is growing their own vegetables. They are kind to their animals, you know. They're just living the life in the way that suits them. It's they're enjoying their life. They know how to live their life. And kudos to you. I mean, continue to be you. It's just my curiosity. I'm not advising you to do anything else. You've got this. The unseen is seen. Okay, finally, out of nowhere. How did that happen? Finally, you discover the unseen, my dear pile number 3. How did that happen on Earth? How in the world did that happen, please? Really? Right away? Okay. You've got the Lover's card. You see, the Lover's card is a card of choice. Finally, you see, you go like, you see, there's only one key to your heart. When you recognize and become enlightened with the fact that this, what you used to call fantasy person with the Seven of Cups is actually there, you choose them. This person is ready, so I'm not surprised. This person is absolutely ready. They're waiting for like a gesture, and you recognize them. What an interesting story. Okay, and things begin right away between the two of you. You choose each other. That's nice. I would love to get more information between these two phases. We'll do that in a moment, but let's see the last card. Nine of Cups. That is a wish fulfillment card. This is like being, also emotionally fulfilled. So both of you recognize that you are, in fact, the perfect person for the other. You will recognize that both of you are the person you've always wished for. Both of you are going to be super fulfilled when that magical connection, or to be more accurate, when you finally see the unseen. You finally discovered this person. Now the big question becomes, how did you discover this person? What happened? Let's how about we place cards around these two things that explain to us how this magical moment happened. The way the cards were like giving us suspense, right? The Four of Cups, right? So you're there, not interested in anything, sitting, doing your thing. Magic, bam. Two of Cups. Come on, is it supposed to be a surprise? I think so. I'll try one more time. Because we keep going too quickly. See, that's the Lover's card in tarot, by the way. You've got the Lover's card, we've got the Lover's card. So we keep moving from nothing happening. Do you see the theme? Nothing happening to bam. Full throttle, like love, total love, totally in. I'll try one more time. Seed of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. The deer is highly alert of its environment. So I would say this is the unseen. I'm guessing. Eight of Swords. Feeling extremely debilitated. Feeling like they can't move when they saw you. And look at you just sitting there chilling. And they're like, ah, pile number 3 is there. Kind of energy. Page of Pentacles. So this recognition happens in one of these moments. They feel debilitated. How is this? Like, one person does not see, the other person doesn't want to move, too scared. 9 of Pentacles. Guys, you know, I tried. 9 of Pentacles is a wish fulfillment card. It seems to me like it's meant to happen naturally, and maybe if you get information about it, it won't progress naturally. So maybe if we continue, like maybe if the cards show you, you'll instantly know who this person is, and maybe before it's time you can go, no, I don't like this person. Maybe the cards don't want to reveal who this person is until the right moment, so that you can really see them for who they are, not according to what you think, who you think they are, because they're so unseen to you. And you will be able to recognize just how much they are your wish fulfillment in due time, I would say. The cards just don't want to reveal. It keeps going from don't care, not into it, I'm too happy in my life, to bam, this is like my wish fulfillment. So I'm going to respect that and let it unveil in its natural process, in its natural way. But in any case, you're looking for someone who's just and honest like you. And that's what you care about. Someone who's able to give and take. There's equality in the connection in every sense. And like give and take in love and friendship and everything. Right. So I would say, after having had a good look at your life and your reading regarding your spouse, your cards are in no way rushing you, by the way. In fact, it shows that it's going to go on and on for a while. Well, this person is unseen and they look like 3 eyes and a big eye here. They're going to look at you from afar. You don't know about them with the moon card. They can see you. And maybe they don't see you sometimes for a prolonged period of time as you're hermiting. Your reading is saying here, take your time to put your life in order. Obviously, you're so focused on building important things in your life. You're so focused on taking good care of yourself. And I see that happening. Graceful movement is your guidance. Continue to move gracefully. That person is not going anywhere. And continue to focus on your journey. And as your life comes to order, I feel like you will have healed a lot. And when that happens, you will feel kind of ready, to even follow the guidance that you've gotten with the Six of Cups and the Page of Wands. So if you're ready, go out there and release the past. If you're not, continue to take care of yourself. You're building something here with the Emperor, leading, by the way, with the Ten of Pentacles into great abundance. So continue to be you and do you. It's a time of your life where you're taking good care of yourself. Continue to do that. Continue to be in your healthy pause. But just keep at the back of your mind that when it's time, and it's not about healing anymore, that it's sort of become dwelling in the past, it's time to let that energy go and to go out and find yourself again, because you are the Queen of Wands, my dear pile number 3, and it's obvious in the energy of your reading that this is the energy that you exude. So go out there, be the Queen of Wands when you are ready. And my dear pile number 3, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed your reading so much. I wish you the best of luck in your life and in your romantic connections moving forward. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.